What's up, guys? It's your boy Gypsy, the one boxing style. Anyways, I can't believe I'm gonna do this video, but I gotta do it for all the schmoes out there that don't know what the fuck they're looking at. Yeah, I was gonna do a different video or something else, but might as well just do this video because we need to educate the masses. So, the fights. This is gonna be a video on Tyson, Mr. Fury fighting against Autopsy Wallin, whatever his name is. So, what I think about that fight and how it turned out, and all that good stuff, and what you guys think, and how much of a schmo you are thinking that way if you do think that way. See, the fight with this guy Wallin, I mean, this guy, you have no idea who the fuck he is. You could call him an Uber driver, you could call him whatever you feel like. But the kid has a chin. That's what we saw in this fight. I scored this shit like 10-2. Maybe as max 9-3. You could give him 9-3. And some of you guys were watching, you go like, oh, why is Fury hugging so much? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys probably know why he was hugging, but you guys pretending. If you are pretending, then you got an agenda. If you're not pretending, then I'm assuming that you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. It's the reason why he's hugging is because he's trying to avoid getting fucking hit in that same fucking eye. Not because he's tired. Not because of anything. He hit every single time and grabbed him once. Not because he was tired. Not because he was out of touch with his skill set. None of that shit. It's because he was worried that the cut would get worse and the ref would stop the fight. It's just that fucking simple, man. It ain't fucking rocket science. And he was still kicking his ass out. That's what amazed me. That he was going for the KO while his eye was cut. Granted, Wallin is not a top level, but I think he has top level chin. I can tell you that much. Because that guy took some clean flush shots on the fucking chin. Granted that Fury was probably not at the weight that he should have been, like his father been telling him against Wallin, like he was with Schwartz. The Schwartz fight, I think he was the weight that he should be in. But still, man, he landed some devastating shots at him that, you could see Wallin all wobbly and shit. But the kid, he didn't even get fucking hurt that much. You see his bruise? There's no real bruise or shit on his fucking face. That kid got a chin on him. But that doesn't mean that because you have a chin that makes you top level. But it's level to the point where he could survive against the best in the heavyweight division. Let's just say that much. You could probably survive against those guys. I would like to see him against somebody like a Ruiz, or it doesn't have to be like a Chisora. I would like to see him against something like that. That'd be a pretty interesting matchup. But what I'm trying to get at here is, you guys were watching the fight and thinking, oh man, fucking Fury's getting his ass beat. Fury's he can't handle that shit, bro. It's just the Wallin Sweden punching bag is too efficient, you know what I mean? But realistically, he was just a punching bag throughout the whole fight. He landed a few shots here and there. He got into the pocket after he, But I tell you this is what happened. The first 2 rounds, this is what happened. First 2 rounds, he got countered every time he walked in. He got countered every time he walked in. He hit the body, yeah, but he got mostly blocks. Mostly blocks. If you can't see block, I'll show you what a block is. I mean, we go outside, I'll show you a fucking piece of block, what that is. Mostly blocks. You know what I mean? Blocks. That's what that was, bro. Nothing else. That was blocks. And then you got countered most of the time with light punches in the first 2 rounds. It was as soon as first 2 or 3 rounds, and as soon as Fury got cut, things changed. Now Fury's going for the kill. With the cut, I might add, that could get like a devastating cut that might just stop the whole fight. I mean, shit. If I was him, I would be worrying like crazy as well, man. That cut was, And the thing is that shows you the balls of the guy. He's going for the KO, knowing that he's got a devastating fucking cut like that, bro. Like he might, he could play it safe too. He could jab him his way out for a win. He can. Just like how he did to Klitschko. That's how he did to everybody. He could just jab his... I mean, Wallin? Come on, bro. Seriously? Yeah, exactly. But he was going for the KO win, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, Wallin, it was a cherry pick. Granted, yes, it was, because that's what Fury does. He's a con artist. I have to admit that shit. But that's pretty impressive performance. No matter what you want to call it, that's a pretty impressive performance. I said 10-2, and I don't have no problem with you giving him 9-3 to Fury. But if you're going like 7-5, a draw, you're a fucking fool, bro. You don't know boxing. I'm sorry, you just don't know. I don't care who you think you are. You just don't know boxing. You don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Just because somebody's hugging, that doesn't mean motherfucking he's tired. Sometimes hugging is for some different reasons. Even though it's an illegal thing to do, sometimes nobody follows the rules in the professional game, so it doesn't really matter. Even if it wasn't for the hugging, Tyson Fury would have still beat the shit out of that guy and still going 12 rounds. But the hugging was the thing that he did was just because it was just right there. Easy task. Why not take it? He's getting away with it. It's illegal, but getting away with it. Who gives a fuck? All fighters play the illegal game, man. There's only very few that don't. Very, 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 very few that don't. You know what I mean? I think Lomachenko is one of them. Usyk is another one. But all of them do. But especially if they get pushed to the edge where they're losing, they fucking do it. They definitely do it. It just some do it more than others. Salido, Andre Ward, they're the special ones. They should go for they should have like multiple disqualifications for their records, bro. I swear to both those guys. Anyways, what else? What else should I add to this madness of retardation that I listened to this yesterday? Yeah, it was counters, and then Wallin got a chin, man. They call Fury feather fisted. Tell that to just Chisora. If Chisora will tell you if he's Fury's feather fisted or not, bro. He'll tell you that. If he's feather, you guys don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Just because a guy is fucking unheard of and got an undefeated record, he's got undefeated. Motherfuckers don't really know who the fuck he is. Oh, because his amateur career he lost to somebody. That don't mean shit. His professional career is undefeated. You don't really know. He's a wild card. You have no idea whether he's gonna be great or not, just because you never heard of the man. You guys fucking underestimated Ruiz, for crying out God. Like, Jesus Christ, Ruiz, the guy that fought Parker, Parker fought AJ at that time. So I feel sorry for you motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. I feel sorry for you motherfuckers who think like that. You don't have your own common sense. You don't have your own fucking mind. And whenever somebody else tells you something, like there's a guy named, what's his name? The Jackoff. Is it Jackoff? 3 J's on his name? Yeah, that fool. That motherfucker doesn't got a brain of his own, man. He lets other motherfuckers think for him. It's all good, though. It's alright. You need an adult. I'll take you out for a walk. I'll buy you some candy. Some cotton candy. You love that cotton candy shit. I'll get you some of that shit. All that stuff, bro. You guys are fucking fools for listening. Anybody, just because some majority says that shit, you gotta have your own fucking brain. You gotta think of your own self. You gotta make up your own mind. Just because some motherfucker said something don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Anyways, what was I gonna say? The fight, yesterday's fight card was pretty good. All the fights were great. The last 3 main events that I watched. I didn't really watch the rest of the shit. Anyways, I think that about covers. Yeah, I didn't watch fucking what's his name? That fucking Mexican kid at 154. Golden Boy, Nugget. Damn, I forgot his name. Munguia. Yeah, whoever you fought. Fuck about Munguia's fucking. I didn't watch that shit. I'll watch it if I feel like it. But Munguia is not showing me anything to be impressed by. And who's he fighting? On top of that, he's got to fight at least one good name for me to start watching his fights. Because that motherfucker just like fuck. Last fight I watched was Ali. That was fucking shameful, to say the least. Anyways, what else can I add to this fucking beautiful video? Magical video. Yeah, snitches get stitches. That's another thing. Yeah. If you're a snitch, you're a bitch. Because there's a reason why that rhymes. And that's how the fat lady sings. Opera. Bye, guys.